Okay, so let's talk about the board operation. Once you've turned everything on, you're going to find that the main channel, or the main volume, if you will, is all the way down. So you'll bring that up to about 0. And you can always change that if you need to, but that's a good starting place. That's probably going to be muted. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull the wirelesses. Usually these are stored, these wireless handhelds are stored in this bin right here. So you just basically open it up, take out how many you think you'll need. We only have 2, so it's going to be your max amount. And you turn them on the same way you would turn on a cell phone. You press the power button, hold it for 2 or 3 seconds, not even that long. So I'm turning them both on, so you see 1, 2, 3. Once you've turned them on, you have to make sure that the channel, the root channel that they're coming from, is activated. So here's all the input channels, various different kinds of inputs. You see it says wireless here, and this is where our wireless handhelds and Ken's microphone, or the pastor's microphone, is. So you notice that these channels are actually, they're not muted, so they're on, but the faders are all the way down. So we're just gonna make sure, okay, faders are up. So they're not muted, that's good. If these are on, that means the channel's muted, so you won't hear anything. Okay, and you can even, once we've turned these microphones on, if I tap on the microphone, you'll see that little light coming up and down. That means you're getting a signal from the microphone, and tapped on the other microphone. Check, check, so you're getting that as well. Okay, so now to make sure that they work, we're gonna go to these DCA channels, making sure that this group DCA 1 through 8 is selected. Okay, if it's here or here, you need to make sure you go up here. And these are sort of master controls for different groupings of instruments or microphones. So the handhelds will be controlled through this this master fader for the handhelds. So it's muted, which means you're not going to hear it coming out of the speakers. So I'm going to take the mute off. Check 1, 2. Now you're going to hear it in the speakers, and both of them check. Both of these microphones go through this channel. So I'm going to mute it, and I talk through the microphone. Nothing. Also, you got to make sure the fader is up, okay? Because I have it on again. But if I turn the fader down and I try to talk into the microphone like I am now, you're not going to hear anything. Okay, so fader's up, people are talking, and when people are done, you can press the mute, and you're good to go. Lastly, as far as any videos or music, let's say you come here to the computer, and we will give you the password to the computer. We have various playlists, so let's say you're playing the LBC mix right here, and I press just play and just let it play. You're not going to hear anything coming from this computer unless this media channel is unmuted. I'm going to bring the fader down a little bit because it can be loud sometimes. You can fade it in, fade it down, and if I mute it, it turns it off, and that includes videos, anything that is played by the computer. I would suggest that when you're at an event, music is playing and someone's about to make an announcement on the handheld microphone, maybe you turn off the handheld, well, assuming the music's going on, right? Maybe it's still in this. You turn on the handheld and then just fade them slowly, just like that. So it's kind of not so abrupt. And then you can, mute it if you're gonna have a long, the session's begun, and you can always bring it back up and unmute it later, or you can unmute it and then fade it up. So you've got options to make it sound less abrupt. Okay, so that's basic wireless handheld operation and basic computer media operation as far as the audio part.